Hey parents, I bet you didn't know all these things you should ask before committing to enroll your child in an activity. If you're new here, this is video number 4 in a series of 8 videos where I unpack my parent framework. My parent framework is your easy 6-step guide to choosing the best extracurricular activity for your child's development. If you missed the previous videos, make sure you watch the one that talks about P for purpose, A for active, and then now we're talking about R that stands for requirement. Before enrolling your child in any activity, you should ask about all the requirements that are needed so that you can be fully committed in supporting your child in the activity you've chosen. I'm not just talking about the obvious things such as the cost and the schedule, but really some of the nitty-gritty things that you may not have thought of. Whether it is arts or sports or music, knowing all these requirements will give you the clarity so you can make an informed decision. But before we dive in, hey, my name is Kat and thanks for being here today. If you're liking this video so far, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't downloaded my free PDF guide yet, make sure you check the description box below for the link so that you can have it with you handy whenever you're choosing the right activity for your child. All right, let's dive in. Considering these requirements will give you clarity, so today I will give you 15 C's you should ask about. Number 1, class schedule and commitment. Ask when are the regular class days and times? What is the duration of each session? And are there any potential changes in the schedule such as holidays and breaks and any other special dates? Number 2, cost and fees. What is the tuition or enrollment fee? Are there additional costs for uniforms or gear or costumes? Are there any other hidden or extra fees? Number 3, costumes or clothing code. Are there any specific requirements for attire or gear when coming to class? Where do I purchase these necessary items? Number 4, code of conduct. Ask the instructor or the coach what are your expectations for student behavior. What are the consequences for violating the code of conduct? Are there any specific rules for parents during activities? Number 5, community connection. If you're enrolling your child in team sports or a local dance studio that is maybe new in the area and nobody really knows about them yet, ask what is the organization's reputation in the community. Research online reviews and testimonies from other parents. Number 6, credentials. What are the qualifications and certifications of the instructors or coaches? Are there any background checks or screening process for the staff? What is the procedure for addressing concerns about an instructor or a coach? Number 7, cancellation policies. What is the procedure for canceling or withdrawing from the activity? What is the refund policy for cancellations or no-shows? What is the timeline for providing notice of withdrawal? Number 8, criteria for progress. What are the clear expectations for skill development? What is the criteria for moving to higher levels or advanced classes? Number 9, classroom environment and conditions. Where is the facility that the activity takes place? What are the safety measures taken to ensure the cleanliness of the place? Are there any amenities or features in the facility that enhances the learning process? If the activity is online, what is the required setup so that your child can have the optimal learning experience? Number 10, communication channels. How does the organization or coach track and report progress to the parents? Are there any regular assessment, tests, or evaluations for the participants? Number 11, climate considerations. What are the policies regarding cancellation due to inclement weather? How are makeup sessions handled in the case of weather-related cancellations? 12 is camaraderie and companionship. How does the organization or the coach foster social interaction among the participants? Are there opportunities for building long-lasting friendships within the activity? Are there any organized events or gatherings outside of the activity itself? Number 13, crisis care. What are the emergency procedures in cases of injuries? What are the policies regarding food and snacks during the activities? What is the procedure in the case of allergic reactions or emergencies? Number 14, confidentiality. How is technology integrated into the activity? And how safe is the technology? How is your data being used and kept confidential? And last, customization and choices. What is the ideal class size and student-teacher ratio? What is the impact of class size on individual attention and learning? Are there any variations in ratio for different age groups? So there you have it. When you are enrolling your child in an activity, it's important that you know what is required of you, such as how much do you have to pay? What are the costumes and the equipment and the gear? But it's also equally important to know the things that you want to require from the coach and from the provider, right? So, for example, you require a certain level of proficiency, of course. So you want to know what are their credentials and their certifications. You want to require that your information is kept confidential. So you want to know about those things as well. And also things like, what are they going to do if there is an emergency or an injury? It's important that you ask about these things before you decide on an activity. Thanks for watching, and I hope you join me in the next video where we talk about the E in parent, which is expectations.